Hey everyone, welcome back. We've got a deep dive today that I think you're really going to love.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
It's one of those stories you hear and just think, wow.
Yeah, you know the kind where someone starts from nothing.
Exactly. And they build something incredible.
Real scrappy underdog kind of story, right?
Totally. And that's what we're going to unpack today. So buckle up because it's a wild ride full of twists and turns.
Lots of failures, lots of lessons.
But ultimately, it's a story about triumph, achieving something remarkable despite all the odds stacked against you.
Right, and that's what makes it so inspiring, I think.
So where are we getting this story from?
Well, we're diving into a YouTube video today from the channel Grind Success. Have you heard of them?
Oh yeah, they're great. Love their stuff.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job of showcasing real entrepreneurial journeys, warts and all, not just the highlight reel.
Exactly. The good, the bad, the ugly, it's all there.
Exactly. And this particular video features Mark Liu, who went from making, get this, $10 an hour.
$10 an hour. Wow.
To raking in $1.5 million a year as a solopreneur.
No way. That's incredible. So he built this whole business by himself.
Yep, all on his own. Pretty impressive, right?
Seriously impressive. And what's even more amazing is that he started out with this burning desire, this dream of being a billionaire startup founder.
Oh, yeah. He wanted to be the next Mark Zuckerberg, no less.
Talk about ambitious, especially considering his background, right?
Right. It's not like he came from a wealthy family or anything. Like his family, they were all engineers, pretty traditional.
And he was struggling financially early on, right?
Oh, yeah, big time. Living with his parents, working a low-paying job. I think he even mentioned cockroaches in his apartment at one point. Yikes.
Oh, man. That's tough, but even with all that, he never gave up on his dreams.
Nope. He had this unwavering belief that he was destined for something bigger.
That's what I love about his stories, that unyielding optimism, even when things are rough.
Totally. It's like that belief in himself fueled his drive, and you could definitely see that tenacity playing out in his first major venture.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
He decided to build a Tinder for sports lovers app.
A dating app for sports fans. Interesting.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be the next big thing, poured an entire year of his life into it.
Wow, an entire year. That's a huge commitment.
Yeah. But then reality set in. He realized the app just wasn't going to work.
Ouch. So not only did the app fail, but he also invested so much time and energy into it.
Exactly. And it wasn't just the app failing, it was the emotional toll. It took breakup, relocation to South Korea. It was a tough time for him.
Man, talk about a turning point in his life. So what happened next?
Well, he moved to South Korea and tried again, like you do.
Of course. Got to keep that entrepreneurial spirit alive.
Exactly. So he joins this AI startup, helps them raise funds, spends months developing their product. But guess what?
What? They didn't get any customers.
Bingo, another blow. And this time he was really struggling financially. Like he even resorted to selling gloves on the streets just to make ends meet.
Wow, that's a powerful image. This aspiring tech entrepreneur, humbled by circumstance, having to hustle just to survive. It really puts things into perspective.
Totally. And that's where we see a real shift in his approach, I think. Exhausted by these big swings and misses, he decides to try something different.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What does he do?
He chooses to focus on a very specific, tangible problem, helping escape rooms attract more customers.
Escape rooms, huh? Interesting choice.
Yeah. But the key here is that this time, he does something crucial. He tests demand before building anything.
Oh, that's smart. He doesn't just assume build it and they will come, right?
Exactly. He's thinking like a true entrepreneur now, validating his idea before investing a ton of time and energy into it.
Love that. So how did he test demand?
He cold emailed a potential customer, just pitched his idea straight up. And you know what the customer said?
What?
Yeah, send me an invoice.
No way. Seriously.
Yeah. That first dollar earned online, the validation of someone actually willing to pay for his solution, must have been incredible for him.
I bet. It's like finally proof that he's on the right track.
Totally. It's not just about building something cool. It's about solving a real problem that people are willing to pay for.
So what happened next? Did he build the tool?
Oh yeah, he built it, started getting more customers, and pretty soon he's generating $4,000 a month.
$4,000 a month? From escape rooms?
That's right. Enough to relocate to Bali and start living that digital nomad dream.
Wow, talk about a turnaround. He was finally experiencing the freedom he'd been chasing for so long.
Exactly. It's a reminder that sometimes those smaller, more focused solutions can be the most effective.
I love that. But I have a feeling his journey is far from over, right?
You got that right. Life, as it often does, throws him another curveball.
Oh boy, I'm already on the edge of my seat. And that curveball comes in the form of,
you guessed it,
a global pandemic.
the one and only COVID-19 hits just when things are looking up for Mark.
Right. His whole business model is built around escape rooms, which means what? People going out, being in groups.
Exactly. And suddenly everyone's stuck at home. Businesses are shutting down.
So escape rooms are like the last thing on anyone's mind.
pretty much. And just like that, his revenue drops to zero.
Back to square one, huh?
It's a brutal reminder that even when you find success, external forces can just wipe it all out.
And how does Mark deal with this? I mean, talk about a punch in the gut.
Yeah, he tries to cope, goes surfing, gets married.
Good distractions.
But that feeling of failure, that sense of, here we go again, it just lingers.
I bet it's like all that progress, all that hard work just evaporates overnight.
And he describes this moment where he just loses it, punches a hole in the wall.
Wow, really?
Yeah, he says he felt like he was right back in his childhood bedroom, failing to prove everyone wrong.
It's raw, it's real, it's something I think a lot of entrepreneurs can relate to.
Absolutely, that pressure to succeed, the fear of failure, it can be crippling sometimes.
So facing this massive uncertainty, what does Mark do?
He makes a surprising decision.
What's that?
He decides to apply for a job.
A job? After all this? After years of chasing entrepreneurial freedom?
I know, right? But it kind of makes sense in a way.
How so?
Well, he lands this software engineering position that pays him $9,000 a month.
$9,000? That's a pretty sweet gig.
Yeah, and for the first time in a long time, he has stability, security. He talks about feeling useful, having weekends again.
Sounds pretty tempting after the roller coaster he's been on.
Right? But here's the thing.
There's always a but, isn't there?
There is. That entrepreneurial fire, that drive to create something of his own, it never really goes away.
It's like a constant itch, right?
Exactly. And then, guess what happens?
He gets fired.
He gets fired. It's almost like the universe is giving him a little nudge, saying, hey, remember that whole entrepreneur thing? You're not done yet.
So what does he do? Does he jump back into the escape room business?
Yep. This time he's armed with a whole new set of experiences, lessons learned.
Right. He's not the same wide-eyed, ambitious kid anymore.
Exactly. He's done with the big, risky ideas, the endless fundraising cycles. He adopts this new mantra.
What's that?
Small bets, quick launches, and laser focus on solving real problems.
Love that. No more building without validating, right?
Exactly. He's all about testing, iterating, adapting based on real-world feedback.
Smart. So what kind of stuff does he start building?
He turns out these small apps, testing different ideas. He built a mood-based movie recommendation app, a habit tracker, a productivity tool.
Sounds pretty cool. Is it working?
Kind of, he's making about $1,000 a month, but it's not that breakthrough he's looking for.
So he's still searching for that sweet spot.
Yep, and then he has this moment. He realizes he's been building things people like, but not things they need.
The thanks-to-haves versus the must-haves.
Exactly. And he shifts his focus to solving those crucial pain points, building solutions people are actually willing to pay for.
Okay, that makes sense. So is that the secret sauce? Is that what finally leads to his success?
Well, it's part of it. The other part is how he markets his products.
Oh, that's right. Marketing is key.
Totally. And Mark gets really creative with it. He understands the power of storytelling, of capturing people's attention.
Okay, I'm all ears. What to do?
So get this. He creates these fake interviews with celebrities like Joe Rogan and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Fake interviews?
Yep. He cleverly weaves these into his product promotions, and they go viral.
Talk about audacious. I love it.
Right. He's not afraid to push boundaries, to think outside the box. And it works. His revenue jumps from $1,000 a month to $4,000 a month.
Wow. So that creative spark, that willingness to try something different, it really pays off.
Big time. And this is just the beginning. By 2023, he's launched over 10 products, toned his process, and found his sweet spot. He's officially a $1.5 million a year solopreneur.
No way. That's insane.
It's the culmination of years of struggle, experimentation, and just pure determination.
And what a story, right? It's like proof that success doesn't always follow a straight line.
Exactly. There are going to be detours, dead ends, setbacks, but it's about learning from those experiences and coming back stronger.
And here's where things get really interesting for you listening at home. It's amazing, right? This guy built multiple products and found success that way, but it makes you wonder, what if he had just focused on one thing?
Yeah, like gone all in on one killer idea.
Exactly. Could that have been even more successful? I mean, think about it. All that energy, all that focus poured into one game-changing product or service.
It's a fascinating thought, isn't it? Kind of challenges the whole diversify your portfolio approach.
Right. And we see so many entrepreneurs spreading themselves thin, trying to do a million things at once.
But maybe there's something to be said for that laser focus, you know? Putting all your eggs in one basket, but making sure that basket is rock solid.
Yeah, maybe Mark's approach worked for him, but that doesn't mean it's the only way to succeed.
Exactly. It's all about finding what works best for you, for your personality, for your goals.
And that's what I love about this story. It's not just a blueprint for success. It's an inspiration to find your own path.
To experiment, to take risks, to learn from your mistakes and keep iterating.
And to never give up on that entrepreneurial dream, no matter how many times you get knocked down.
Absolutely. Mark's story is a testament to the power of resilience, adaptability, and pure grit.
And there are so many takeaways we can apply to our own lives, whether we're entrepreneurs or not.
Like embracing failure as a learning opportunity, right? So many people are terrified of failing, but it's often the best way to learn and grow.
And focusing on solving real problems, things that people actually need and are willing to pay for.
That's huge. So many entrepreneurs get caught up in building cool gadgets or apps that nobody actually wants or needs.
And validating your ideas before investing a ton of time and money.
So important. Test, test, test. Don't just assume you know what the market wants.
And taking action quickly. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Just start building and iterating.
That's how you learn and improve, right? By actually putting your ideas out there and seeing what works.
And finally, never underestimate the power of storytelling and creative marketing.
That's what sets you apart from the competition, right? Capturing people's attention, making them care about your product or service.
It's not enough to just build a great product. You got to tell a great story too.
Well said. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Mark Liu's incredible journey, I want to leave you with this.
What's that?
What lessons resonated with you the most? What can you apply to your life, to your goals, to your dreams?
It's a powerful question to reflect on because we all have that entrepreneurial spirit within us in some way.
We all have the potential to create something amazing, to make a difference in the world.
And Mark's story is proof that anything is possible if you're willing to put in the work, to embrace the challenges, and to never give up on your vision.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing your forward.